This video is going to show the features in the 065 release. We've cleaned up some of the font colors and button sizing so the character sheet's easier to see, but the biggest change is in the modifier bucket. As you know, playing GURPS, the biggest issue is finding out all the pluses and minuses you need for your role. Well, now when you mouse over the modifier button, a large tooltip appears with all kinds of options. Now this is a tooltip, so you mouse off and it goes away. You mouse on, it comes back on. So in the case Bog wants to make a determined attack, he can go up here, hit on determined attack. You can see the current modifiers here on the left. If you've picked the wrong one, you can click on it, put it back in, and then to make the determined attack, Bog, you just move your mouse off and click on your attack. Okay, now that he's succeeded, he wants to do damage. He's going to do the mighty blow. You'll notice now that this has a cost on it, and if a dice roll is made with this modifier, it will actually pay that cost. So you can see the fatigue is 16. He's going to do damage with the mighty blow. You see the fatigue has gone down to 15 and the damage has been added. It also supports the max. So if he's doing a charge attack, he's going to charge at somebody and he says, alright, I'm going to run and charge, then it will max the skill out to 9. In the case of a heroic charge, you don't actually want to do this. This is applying both modifiers. And if you're doing the heroic charge, you're not really taking the negatives for the charge attack. And all this is saying is it's not really giving you a plus or minus to hit, but it does cost 1 fatigue to do so. So if you make a roll with your heroic charge, you're going to pay the fatigue cost. The fatigue went down to 14 and he made his heroic attack. Now all of this data that's in here is actually just freeform text following the on-the-fly system, and you can see it in the chat log over here. At some point we're going to add this into the system settings so a GM can go in and edit this and say we don't use telegraphic attacks. I'm going to get rid of that. You can embed actual actions. In this particular case, if you're aiming and somebody jostles you, you need to make a will check to verify that you maintained your aim. So this will be configurable by the GMs for their system setting. Now you can also just type in something here. So I can say +4 blessed, bellest. Okay, the actual text doesn't really matter. The +4 does, but the blessed, that's just so that it shows on the chat window for the person's rolling and seeing the outcome. The send modifier bucket is now been moved to here. So if you build up, you're doing an all-out defense, you're using your dodge, you're retreating, you happen to have +4 because you're blessed, and you're telling Tom, okay Tom, roll this. You can click on Tom and it'll send it to his modifier bucket and he'll get a +10 to roll. Now the last feature is, you'll notice in the top left corner here are status effects. Currently, if you go to your token, this action right here allows you to apply certain status effects. Now, currently I only have 3 set up: shocked, prone, and stunned. So if I turn on shocked and we go back to here, you'll see that there are now some new modifiers that can be applied because Bog is shocked. Now we don't have a 1, 2, 3, or 4, but you can just click it 4 times and now you have a -4 to your roll, and he can try to make an IQ at the -4. You can add prone and stunned and it'll add these all in, and if you have multiple characters, if you click on the other character sheet, so Grend here is actually all 3, and if we look we can see all of his stats here. If we go back to Bog, I can actually go and take these statuses off and now the statuses don't apply. So those are the features that'll be coming up in 065. I hope you like them, and thank you for watching.